good teams here, but I do have to say, from the drafts, I actually kind of prefer the side of Bigetron Alpha with their Boxja pick going into that Alice, going into the Estes as well. I think it can go a very long distance, and Fanny as well picked up going against a Yisun Shin. It's gonna be really good for the Fanny to get that early game dominance. But if Blacklist International can withstand an early game, they surely will have the late game going.
Yeah, that is why I beg to differ with you, Mirko. Composition-wise, I'm leaning towards Blacklist. They have well-rounded composition and the pilot already.
Well, it will all come down to execution, Gani, because the drafts will not matter in a game as crazy as this one. But already a pause coming from Blacklist International. We're going to have to wait. We can analyze the draft a little bit more, Gani, here. As, again, like I mentioned, honestly, now that I think about it, now that I look at both of the compositions individually right here, as we have the time to do so, I feel like both drafts are quite equal, right? Like, both of the drafts have equal win conditions. They know what they want to do with the win conditions, so the execution is going to be number one. But the Fanny and the Boxja, this is what we need to talk about, right? Because the Fanny, he's going to be countered by the Cho. If he makes a little bit of a mistake, if he goes for the overcommitment on any...
Be nasty for side of Bigetron, because Blacklist, with their comp, each pilot knows the hero. Venus on Estes, Oheb on... It's so nasty.
On Alice, yeah.
On Alice, it is so
one thing
nasty.
I do want to put, like, okay, Blacklist International, they have a composition with all of their favorite heroes, right? They got all of their comfort heroes, perhaps except for the Khalid, because we haven't seen a lot of Khalid from Edward, but this Fanny, this is a questionable pick for BTR. With all of the heroes banned away from him, I expected him to go for the Roger, to go for the Granger, but he actually picked up the Fanny. This Fanny pick is really good for the early stages to the mid game, but when we get to the late game, he completely falls off here, Gani, and we are going to get into the game instantly. Gamora already getting chunked. Haji playing very aggressively onto the enemy jungler, as Max is going to be pressured off his own purple buff. Haji going in aggressively, will be able to zone Max away with the Jikundo, but Gamora can't even help him right now. Boxja doing the same thing to Yisun Shin, and both junglers will be pressured here in the early game, Gone.
Wow, both junglers will be pressured as, again, Max already securing that purple buff. So for now, Haji needs to relieve off pressure, but the pressure from Blacklist made Gamora recall here. So now we can see her key roaming around the map, trying to give information as well as deal pressure on towards Blacklist's jungler here.
Absolutely. Wise is going to be chunked out, but Max already going damage out to Venus, and the damage is going to be so big. He actually dies under the turn. It's going to be first blood picked up by Max. This is what I mentioned, Gani. They can use the early game to instantly just dominate, and this is exactly what I said. Wise has forced to be backed away, and Haji can't even go for the little Wanderer, but BTR has secured first blood. But remember, Blacklist, their experience, they know what to do in these situations. They need to take it to the late game, and that is exactly what they will do. They won't go for fights here, because in the early game, Fanny definitely has the lead.
Yeah, I agree here. Fanny picking up that kill, that is key. Now Kido with still the pressure, with the information still, but Wise will pick up that purple buff with that retribution. So this is information here, because Turtle will spawn in 10 seconds, and Wise is down on retribution for 20.
Yeah, for the side of Blacklist International, they actually can't be caught isolated at all, right? Bigetron Alpha, with this composition, what they want to do is isolate these targets in the early game. If Fanny gets a 1v1 against anyone, she is going to win 100% of the time in the early game, right? So what Blacklist wants to do is just group up most of the time, wait until those moments where you get those item power spikes, then come back, as now it is already Blacklist International starting up the Turtle. It's going to be Haji zoning away Gamora as Key goes in for the shield all the way to the backside. For the S-Rack Falling Sun Moon hasn't popped onto Venus. A lot of stuns, a lot of damage coming in, but Edward will follow it up. Key now caught in the bad situation, as that's going to be Blacklist actually going in the Raging Storm, will be able to connect onto Key, and that's going to be one kill picked off on the board. But look at the damage coming in. Max jumps in all the way to 3 members. Will choose to go for Edward, but it is going to be Blacklist International winning in this trade and going for the Turtle.
Wow, Blacklist International showing their strengths here in the early game. Turtle, though, will be contested by Repo and as well as Gamora, but Fanny is nowhere near. So Blacklist will comfortably pick up the first Turtle, and Blacklist will disengage, saying no to a team fight.
Oh, but wait a minute. Key goes in for the shield duty. No follow-up just as of yet, but it's going to be Max actually targeting Wise. But the S-Rack has been popped. It's going to be Haji taken very low. Almost taken down, as Regeneration will be able to secure his life, but already very close in the early game. This is not what Bigetron Alpha wants to do. They want to snowball with that Fanny Gani. Blacklist, they can play to the late game safely, but Bigetron Alpha, they want to get the snowballs, but actually, they also have really good late game with the Owless and the Esmeralda, but Max zoning away Wise from his own jungle.
Yeah, that is true. Again, Bigetron, he really need to extract the early game potential. We'll have to see here how it play out in the early next couple of minutes with Haji being a nuisance here, trying to steal the lethal, but for now, Bigetron will manage to pick that up. Both teams slowing down their pace, perhaps will pressure the gold lane in a couple of moments.
Key already rotating to the bottom side. The shield unity will come through. Matt and Oheb is going to be ready. Oh my god, Flowing Blood. Actually, I thought it was going to be cancelled, but no, Oheb timed it perfectly. Matt will be able to secure the minion waves right here, as he also picked up the gold buff, as you can see. So, for now, the shift in gold leads will be going back and forth again and again. It is going to come to the execution of both of the teams right here.
Yeah, indeed. But take a look at bot side here as Wise is there, perhaps setting up for a team fight here. No, phone members from Blacklist is ready to pressure, to stress Matt alone. Right now, Matt is at half HP, but still, with the disengage, Blacklist says, go home.
He's going to go home right here. Bigetron Alpha with a 300 goal leads right now. Blacklist International, all they need to do is scale to the late game, wait for the Yisun Shin power spike and the Alice power spike as well. But the later the game goes, the harder Estes falls in the game, right? With the Dominance Eyes built up, it is going to be really hard. Wise pops in that Mountain Chakra to get some vision. Key goes in for the shield unity, able to dash away and actually push Haji away from the bush as Matt goes in for the clear in the bottom side. Oheb will be winning in that trade, but Matt needs to be careful. Haji is waiting in the midst. Going in, nope, not just yet. They both for the team still playing very, very passively, but in the top side, already a little skirmish going on. As Falling Time will be able to connect onto two. Max now, caught in the bad situation, will still be able to get away, but Repo will not. For the airstrike being used, and that's going to be everyone zoned away for now. Blacklist and Bigetron Alpha both punching each other back to back as BTR will be able to claim the pressure on this turtle, but not for long because Blacklist, they have rotated to the top side as well.
Yeah, indeed. Both teams are quite happy with the situation here. Edward dealing damage as well as information. Forward side of Blacklist, meanwhile, Repo might engage on towards
Haji.
Venus right now. Haji already setting up. Ooh, Key here. Both roamers already with the information and as well as dealing damage here. Key, though, needs to be careful, but calmly here, Bigetron will claim that turtle.
Yeah, the turtle has been picked up where the dragon will come through, but nothing as of yet. Bigetron Alpha still with a 1,000 gold lead. Blacklist International chooses to move back. They're going to play it passive. This is already such a tense game, Gani. My god.
Yeah, both teams so tense, so heated, as we can see here. Haji's item, I want to take a look at both roamers here. Haji's item's on his way towards dominance, but Key here with a shake-up here. Anti-Kiras and perhaps on his way towards Athena.
Yeah, but Matt's styling and already trying to get that stacks on the board as Haji goes in for the clear in the mid lane. Haji is actually going to be building that Dominance Ice as a first item, Gone. He's already on the way to it as he is going to be able to zone Key away. Rotating to the bottom side and still both teams playing it passively. But remember, for everyone watching, this is the calm before the storm. Shield unity is going to be popped. Max goes in for the damage, but Haji still will be able to dodge away. But actually, Max goes in very aggressively onto Venus. Will be able to dodge away once again as, again, both teams are not looking for fights. They're looking to close out the game with one fight, and there you go. Feather airstrike being used by Gamora to clear the waves in the mid lane. Key opening up the map, getting some vision, but Max goes in already very aggressively and dodges away from Haji very, very fast from Fanny.
Yeah, most definitely here. Again, both teams playing it very, very cautiously, I should say. Only 2 kill points, one of each respective team.
Whew.
Again, Bigetron might look for a setup top side here, but Wise is there to cover that Khalid, that Edward, so we will have to see here how it goes out.
Yeah, look at that. Wise already dealing some damage, but Edward will not be able to get enough damage. Raging Storm will be able to connect onto one. Max caught in the bad situation, now has to dodge away, but the damage will almost take Max down. Wise just so vicious on the Yisun Shin, already scaling really well and getting to that level 9. Getting some minions as well as the top lane turret. The bottom side will be taken down. Key is going to get kicked out. Where the dragon has been used, and that's going to be Oheb picking up the kill onto Key, but a feather airstrike comes in, and that's going to be Oheb trying to kill, but no, Matt actually canceled it away. Wiles goes in, but the airstrike has been powered. Jikundo will be able to connect, although Gamora will be able to save Matt. That is a brilliant, brilliant effort by the side of Blacklist International, getting the second kill for their team.
Yeah, a kill for a turret there. So, Aldous, this Matt's securing a turret bot side, but at the cost of Key's life. So for now, again, Blacklist and as well as Bigetron still so even though economy-wise, it favors Bigetron by 1.5k gold. Right now, the last turtle has spawned, and both teams look for that objective.
The third turtle in the game has spawned right here, Ghani. You're absolutely right, and both teams don't want to go for it just yet. Max goes in, and the damage will be able to get the kill onto Haji. Max goes back in onto Wise, but the damage will be not enough as Wise goes in for the extra damage. Max almost gets taken down, but will still be able to live with the help of Key. Repo will win in the trade against Edward on the top side, and this is where the tides will start to shift. Bigetron Alpha with this Esmeralda, with the Fanny, they're going to be really good in the mid game.
Yeah, they will be really good in the mid game, but for now, the last turtle has been poked around by Bigetron, and Blacklist is nowhere near in that turtle area. So my guess is that Blacklist will not contest the turtle. As for now, topside here, very awkward positioning for Edward. Edward forces to use that Raging the Sandstorm for defense.
Yeah, the Raging Storm used by the side of Blacklist International right now as the Mountain Chakra will be popped. Bigetron Alpha is going to be spotted everywhere on the map as Haji goes in on that Jeet Kundo. He was already stacking it up, trying to go for a pick perhaps onto Gamora, but Repo with the amazing read on the map goes in the bush, spots Haji, and cancels any attempt of that pick.
Yeah, speaking of Haji here, take a look. With that choke pick, it forces Gamora and as well, Esmeralda used the flicker, but it forces somehow Gamora to use that Purify. Let's take a look at the items here. Speaking of Gamora, Lightning and as well as Cloak, Lightning Truncheon as well as Cloak of Destiny has been secured. And for the side of Oh My Venus, looking nasty with that Oracle.
Yeah.
Almost Oracle.
Oracle almost built up for the side of Venus. That is going to be a huge power spike for them, but as you can take a look from the items of Bigetron Alpha, Repo has finished up that dominance ice, so when he is in the vicinity, that healing will be reduced by 30%. Pretty huge from the side of BTR, as again, you gotta look at the statistics, right? From kills, it is fair, it is equal, but the gold lead is far for Bigetron Alpha. 4,000 gold lead right now, Ghani, as they're playing the map really well.
Yeah, 2 turrets has been secured here. So Mirko, that is why they have more space right now. The Blacklist are setting something up in the mid side because 4 members is already occupying, but the read from Bigetron will not let any fight occur. Right now, though, Edward on top side battling it out, and once again, turret bot side has been obtained. Aji, though, in the river, gets taken down in the hands of Matt.
The macro games coming in from Bigetron Alpha. This is what we said, the textbook team coming and performing here in the MPLI stage. Wise goes in for orange buff, doesn't have the purple buff just yet. Oheb is the one who takes it in, but it's going to be the dive coming in from Matt, able to zone them away, and the mid lane turret will be taken away by Bigetron Alpha. The macro plays are brilliant from BTR. They get every single turret on the board, and now it's Blacklist actually on the back foot, something we haven't seen for such a long time, Ghani.
Yeah, I agree here. And again, in game number 1, my guess is this Aldous just creates the space because he knows how to split push. Take a look, Aldous is lane man. 2 turrets from his lane is already down from side of Blacklist. Right now, though, Blacklist wants to set something else. Repo might be targeted because of Oh My Venus. 3 members is there, but Purify from Repo. Nice timing to save his life.
Absolutely, nice timing as Key goes in for the open up right there. Unable to get anything, just goes for the vision, and the information will be taken away from the side of BTR. But both teams playing it very safe, but the damage will not come through. Matt goes in for the pick-off, perhaps for the purple buff, but it's going to be Haji going in, not going to get anything as of now. Oheb picks up the purple buff, but the further airstrike will take a little bit of HP away from him. So the poke comes in, but Blacklist International are in prime position for this Lord. Although Bigetron have the 5,000 gold lead, it seems like Blacklist are the ones who are controlling the map pressure.
Yeah, I do agree here. Right now, though, again, Bigetron and as well as Blacklist really playing it very carefully. Oh, both roamers face checking here. Nothing too fancy for now. But Blacklist with the setup here in the Lord area. Haji already, he wants that push. But I guess with the presence of Repo, he doesn't get it.
Doesn't get it just yet. Again, Ghani, Holy Crystal will be built up for the side of the Farsa. That is a power spike item, right? With that item on the board, he can take half HP away from Oheb right here instantly with just 1 feather airstrike. But Key, already trying to open up the map, will catch Haji in the bush, will spot them in the bush as Oheb tries to go back. Goes in for Flowing Blood, will go for a little bit more chunk before he pops that Flowing Blood for the second time. But Matt, again, playing the cross map really well. And at this point, it is a stacked up Aldous.
It is a stacked up Aldous. So again, the late game from side of Bigetron is looking scary, my dude. And of course, Alice here also from side of Blacklist. But take a look here as Matt and Edward battling out. Oh, the cavalry from side of Bigetron. No, from side of Blacklist has come. Right now, Matt is in trouble, but Key is there to back him up. Right now, Matt is not looking too good here as Oheb catches on towards him. And right now, Aldous will go down.
Yeah, but to do all the damage all the way onto Matt. Now the damage comes in. It's going to be the falling sun when actually connecting on the 2. The Max will be be able to get a killing spree for now, but the damage will completely just be nullified as Wise will be able to dodge away and take Max very, very low. Both of the teams only losing one member, the mid laner for the gold laner. So actually, it is in favor of the side of Blacklist International, but with no setup on the map, they can't get any objectives for now.
Yeah, most definitely here. Blacklist with the Wise move there towards the bottom side, pressuring Matt, and Matt gets taken down for the first time. Right now, though, Blacklist with their build-up, their momentum perhaps shifted here. Even though goal gap is still favors Bigetron, but Blacklist, what will they aim for next?
3,600 gold lead. It was a 5,000 gold lead, and instantly Blacklist International have found a way to take it back. With the endless battle built now onto Wise, this is actually going to be huge. The true damage is going to do a lot, especially going against the tankiness of the Baxia, the Esmeralda, and that Aldous in front line. And now, as you can see, the damage from Max is not going to be able to be enough. Oheb goes in for the engage. Already a lot of damage placed onto Repo right now. He's going to be bursted down, but Raging Storm will be able to connect, and that's going to be Max picked off the map. For the airstrike, will be able to use B, but oh my lord! Edward goes crazy and picks up a kill. Oheb goes in for the flicker and gets a kill. The goal lead that was all set up by BTR has instantly shifted back to Blacklist International. You try to break the code, but they're gonna break you. Matt goes in for a 2v1 for a 1v4 play actually in the backside, but he's gonna be targeted and he's gonna get taken down. Unstoppable picked up by the XP laner for Blacklist, and instantly Ghani with one fight, the entire goal lead has shifted.
Blacklist International is looking very, very scary here in minute number 14. Right now, Blacklist takes 0 time to secure the enhanced lords. Things are not looking good for the side of Bigetron. Again, Innovator top side has taken down Blacklist. Looks to claim their control.
Huge by Blacklist International, able to turn around the entire gold lead. It was a 5,000 gold lead, but now it is a 1,000 for themselves. Just the patience coming in from this team. They want to look for the moments, and they surely will be able to get it. For the airstrike being popped, Haji goes in for aggressive movements, trying to bait out Gamora's movement here, but for the airstrike will still be able to clear the waves. It's Blacklist International now. They have the tempo. They can use this lord to keep pushing in. With the turret actually pushed in the bottom side, Blacklist will need to clear that if they want to go for a push. But actually, this is so smart by Blacklist. Look at what they're doing. They're not clearing the bottom side because they're... Wait a minute. Rainstorm connects on the 2. The damage will not be enough so far because Blacklist International, they didn't notice it and they won't expect it right here. It is going to be the Feather Airstrike once again to try to clear the waves, but the mid lane turret will fall. And like I said just now, very smart by Blacklist International. They're not clearing the bottom wave. What they're doing now is they're trying to build up the slow push from the bottom side. Super, super smart. So when all 3 lanes collide, it is going to be a huge, and I mean a huge wave in the bottom side. There, Matt is forced to rotate there to just cancel it right before it comes in, because if it comes in together, BTR will not be able to defend.
Yeah, for now, the Lord has marched top side. Oheb with the conceal, trying to find a play, but Feather Airstrike is there to somehow support the mid side here. For now, the mid side, 4 side Bigetron is still standing. Again, Blacklist with a disciplined play here. Sees no objectives in the base of Bigetron. They opt for they invade the jungles.
Against a lesser team, Blacklist International would have just wiped the floor right there. But with just super, super smart movements from the side of Matt. He knows he has that ultimate. He knows Blacklist wants to commit to that mid lane, so instantly rotating to the bottom side, clearing the crazy big wave that has been stacking up, and he got it. He was able to come back to the team, and Blacklist were forced to back away from the base. So the siege has been cancelled away, but Key caught in a bad situation. Haji going in for the way the dragon will be able to connect, and the Athena's has been popped, but damage will be enough. Key is going to be in the midst of everything, going to get taken down, and the Feather Airstrike will be popped. Oheb taking a half HP right now, but it's going to be Haji getting away, and Blacklist once again gets the 1 for 0.
Wow, Blacklist here showing their qualities here, finding the mistakes from Key. Right now though, Max needs to be careful because Blacklist, Wise, is ready to give damage. Haji once again being a nuisance here with, you know, with its 7 assists, looking hella nasty now. Blacklist collapsing the turret 1 by 1.
Yeah, a little damage coming in. Repo tries to defend the base. Feather Airstrike has been popped. Wise gets taken a very low HP, but that's going to be the damage coming with the dragon. Has been used onto Max. A lot of damage has been placed, but it's still able to survive. Falling Simon connecting onto Haji, but it's only onto Haji. Max, what are you doing? He's going to get taken down, and Blacklist International now with 2 members down for the side of BTR. They're looking to destroy the red robots. 70 seconds for the Lord, but they don't want to wait for it. They're going to clear the mid wave and instantly pressure again into the base. They're looking for the siege. They're looking for the game.
Wow, 5-man rotations here from the side of Blacklist. They want the mid side here as Feather Airstrike will be cancelled, but take a look at the front side here. Matt catches Wise, and for now, Bigetron looks to find the comeback.
Yeah, the turnaround again for the side of BTR this time. Edward running for the hills. Repo is going to be able to chase him with the help of Key. Goes in for the shield duty, the stun connects, and that's going to be Gamora coming for follow-up. Immortality will be popped, but they gotta be careful because the healing from Venus is gonna be huge. Now, the Jikundo will be able to connect, but the suppress will be there, and Edward is gonna get shut down. Instantly, Bigetron Alpha looking for the tempo once again in the 18th minute of the game, Connie.
Wow, 3 members standing from side of Bigetron. No, Blacklist and Bigetron. They want war here, Mirko, as again, Key trying to open up the map, trying to find something, but Haji is the only one who was caught. For now, Bigetron will relieve off pressure because they want the mid turret, but no. No, the ultimate disengage here, questionable. Perhaps they don't want to risk it because Lord...
Perhaps they've calculated it. What the heck? Beautiful calculations. They didn't even need to attack it, Gani.
Yeah, Lord will spawn in the 5 seconds. And for now, what a beautiful calculation indeed. And there you go. Lord has spawned. Both teams